We're halfway through the year and home prices in the Dallas-Fort Worth area have been taking a beating all year long. And the most recent housing numbers are continuing that trend. But there might be some hope for homeowners that have been watching their home equity fall to the wayside. Because even though home prices are still falling, we may have just reached the bottom of the market for 2023. So in this video, we're going to get you up to speed with the latest housing numbers regarding the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We'll also go over the latest news regarding mortgage rates, including some unfortunate news from the latest Federal Reserve meeting. But before we get into the content, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I would definitely appreciate it. It truly does go a long way to support my channel. And if you would like to see more content like this, consider subscribing to stay up to date with the latest real estate news, tips, and tricks. Okay, so now let's get into this content, and the first thing we're going to discuss is home prices in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. In June 2023, the median home price in the Dallas-Fort Worth area dropped 3.8% to a median home price of $410,000. That means if you were to buy a comparable house last year around this time, you would have had to spend an additional $15,580 for that home. And even though this is a large decrease in home prices, it still isn't the largest decrease we've seen in 2023. Back in May of 2023, the Dallas-Fort Worth area experienced its largest decrease in home prices for the entire year. Home prices had dropped 5.8% year over year, which put the median home price around $405,000. So that means if you tried to buy the same house last year in May, you would have had to spend an extra $23,490. So even though home prices are still falling, this could be a sign that a rebound is in our near future. If you're paying attention to the month-over-month home prices, prices in the metroplex have actually increased by $5,000. But this is just a normal part of the real estate sales cycle, because home prices typically increase during the summer months and cool off in the winter months. But considering the fact that this trend is continuing to hold true is just a sign of a healthy housing market. Collin County continues to be one of the hardest hit counties in the metroplex. In June 2023, the median home price dropped 5.3% year over year. That now puts the median home price at $539,580. But this is nearly half of the previous drop, which was 9.3% in May of 2023. Now, although home prices in most counties in the area are continuing to fall, there are some counties where home prices have already started to rebound. Take Ellis County, for example, which is the county right under Dallas County. Home prices in Ellis County have actually increased year over year in June by 2%. That puts the median home price in Ellis County at $417,999. And home prices in Dallas County could be a good reflection of where we are at this point in the year, because in June 2023, home prices only dropped 0.5% year over year. And that means we're getting closer and closer to the home prices we experienced last year. Okay, so now let's jump into the latest numbers regarding housing inventory in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The housing inventory continues to improve as we head into the second half of the year. And this is largely due to the fact that mortgage rates have started to stabilize. And that allows home buyers and home sellers to adjust to the current market. As of June 2023, we were sitting on 2.5 months worth of inventory, and that's an improvement from the previous month's inventory, which was 2.2 months worth of inventory. In order to have a balanced housing market, we would need to have between 5 to 6 months worth of inventory. So technically, we are still in a seller's market. But as you can see, we are definitely trending back towards a balanced market between buyers and sellers. As long as we continue to have stability in the housing market in terms of mortgage rates, we should continue to see housing inventory numbers improve as the year goes on. And that's great news for home buyers, because that means that when you do decide to jump back into the market, you should have some more options to choose from. And if home prices continue to go down, this could turn into a buyer's market very quickly. Okay, so now let's jump into the latest news regarding mortgage rates. According to Freddie Mac, mortgage rates are in the high 6% range, and that's basically where they have been for the previous month or so. But there has been some unfortunate news that recently came out from the Federal Reserve. On July 26, 2023, the Federal Reserve decided to increase its benchmark lending rate by a quarter point. And with this most recent increase, that lifts the interest rates to their highest level in 22 years. The last time the Fed met to decide on increasing its benchmark rate, they decided to hold off. And that would have made it the 11th straight increase at that time, dating back to March of 2022 when all of this stuff began. But now, not only have they increased their rate again, they've also hinted towards another increase before the year's over. So just as we were starting to get some stability in terms of interest rates, the Federal Reserve is seemingly putting a halt to it. In their eyes, inflation is still too high, and they are doing whatever they can to slow it down. When the Fed decides to increase their benchmark rate, that doesn't have an immediate effect on mortgage rates. It's more of a trickle down effect, but based on the latest increase, it doesn't look like interest rates will be coming down anytime soon. And if mortgage rates start to climb back up over 7%, we'll likely start to see home prices drop even more as the year goes on. But let's see what the housing number tells us for the upcoming months. And let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think home prices are going to continue to go down for the rest of the year? Or do you think they're going to eventually start to go up? Okay, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing to stay up to date with the latest real estate news, tips, and tricks. If you're in need of a real estate agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, feel free to reach out. My contact information will be in the description below. And until next time, peace.